Hi everybody, it's Nettie at Nettie's Dolls and welcome to my channel. I'm an adult doll collector and my videos are for adults. So no, this is not going to be a cooking video. My dolls are not going to come out to cook in my kitchen. I'm actually working in my doll room a little more rigorous now. I am selling some dolls from my personal doll collection, mostly Barbies at this time. So I'm staging up that area for pictures and things like that. So anyway, so today is actually a dolly tag, and I came across this tag from our cherished doll friends, so from Cheryl, and she has, the tag was started by the Doll Coven, and I believe the owner of that is Julie. I just signed up. I came across her YouTube channel thanks to Cheryl, and the tag is called Dolls on Display. So there are 10 questions, 10 prompts that I'll say out loud, and then I'll show you my doll in response to the answer. And yeah, so anyway, I will probably be turning this video on and off because I have my dolls behind the camera. So I'm going to have to go ahead and get them. And yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so I set a timer for my coffee. I've got it brewing right now, so hopefully I can get this little part in real quick before it goes buzzing. So the first question is, a doll that gets more attention than others. Oh boy, it's really hard when you have like 2,000 some dolls in your doll collection. I haven't collected all my dolls, I'm just guesstimating, but I'm going to say that one of my favorite dolls who gets a lot of attention from me is my American Girl doll, Disney Rapunzel. I absolutely adore her. I love the Marie Grace face. It's one of my favorite of the American Girl doll face sculpts. And I love her long, silky hair. The blonde is gorgeous. It's a really pretty color. And yeah, she's definitely one of my favorites. And I have her redressed in the Birdstone collection. I believe this is October. I thought it was appropriate for her because we know that Rapunzel likes her pinks and her purples, and yes, so do I. And you know, she's got a little hair clip in here that I believe this originally came with Rapunzel, you know, as in her collection. I think anyway. Yeah, but so I had gotten her earlier in the year. I think it was like springish, might be fall, I don't know. The years are going by really quickly. So anyway, I got her in New York City and I had ordered a bunch of dolls. It was for one of the doll events. I don't remember which one it was. And anyway, I ended up like not having a doll with me to carry, and I didn't want to. I wasn't going to carry everything that I bought from the American Girl store, because when I go shopping there, I'm going to shop and I'll buy a lot at a time, you know? Yeah, I do. So anyway, I felt really lonely not having a doll, and I had already gotten a Rapunzel, and I was kind of like just going to keep her as a princess more than anything. And it's like, you know what? I don't really mind having a twin of her. So right there in the store, we undressed her. We put her in this new outfit for the city. And it was wonderful just taking her around the city and taking photos of her in various parts of the city. So I know I have a short on that I put out several months ago. So yeah, she's definitely gets a lot of attention from me. She's always front and center. She's either in my bedroom on my shelf, or I bring her into my office space where I work so I can see her. So I love her. She is definitely one of my top favorites. So anyway, we're not doing a video on that. So all right, let me get on to the next question. Okay, question 2. A doll that goes unnoticed. Oh boy. So I have a lot of dolls that go unnoticed in my house because some of them are packed away already. What do I mean by a doll that goes unnoticed? I have a lot of dolls that are boxed, and to me it almost feels like they're unnoticed, even though I can see them in their boxes. I like to keep dolls boxed because for various reasons. I think they look great boxed, especially for the fashion dolls, because some of the designs on the boxes are really beautiful. But one doll that I've had in my collection for a number of years is this beautiful American Girl Welly Wisher. And it's Willa. And it's a real darn shame that she's gone unnoticed, because when I looked at her today, she's absolutely gorgeous. And I've been wanting to take her out for a long time, but honestly, my doll room is so packed right now with my 18-inch dolls that I barely have space. So I am trying to do something about that. Sadly, some of it may mean I'm going to have to rehome some of my 18-inch dolls. But anyway, she goes unnoticed, and I do want to change that because she's so sweet. Look at that, and her eyes, everything just gorgeous, really, really cute. So it's a shame, but I do. And I think that's one of the reasons I do want to reduce my doll collection, is because it gives me some stress. I don't want to leave a bunch of dolls for my kids to take care of when I go to the other side of the universe. And also, I want to really be able to enjoy the dolls that I have. I do love dolls displayed. I can have dolls in the same outfit, and I don't care. I love them, and I'm happy. But I want to be a little more interactive with my dolls, and that includes this beautiful Willa right here. Okay, on to the next question. Okay, let's see. Question 3. A doll that took a while to warm up to. Well, it actually was a whole new brand for me, and that was Maple Leaf Canadian Girl dolls. I came across the dolls in the doll community, and it was Just Dream Studios, Sophia's Just Dream Studios channel, and she adores Maple Leaf dolls. And I always, and it wasn't like I went there for those dolls exactly. I went there because I seen her channel come up on my YouTube feed, and I noticed in the background she had some 18-inch dolls that weren't American Girl dolls, and I was like, what are they? And eventually I stumbled across a video of hers with Maple Leaf, and then I was like, oh, that was really, really interested, and did deep dives into her videos, and I've learned tons and tons from her. And so anyway, this was one of the dolls that took me a very long time to warm up to, even when I had seen her for a while. And it's Alexi, and she is from Toronto. And I had gotten Sila, which is one of my first Maple Leaf dolls that I ever got, and I have a video on her. And I wasn't sure about the other girls because their faces just looked a little maybe stark or too real. I don't know what it was. And I kept hearing Sophia say, oh, I hope it's Sophie or Sophia. I hope I'm not saying it wrong. So anyway, apologies. I'm terrible with names. So anyway, I saw her videos, and she kept saying, oh, they're much prettier in person, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and try one. And she wasn't the first one I got. My first one was Chelsea, if I remember right. And then the last Maple Leaf Canadian Girl I got was Alexi. I wasn't sure I was warmed up to her. And then I started seeing more videos of her, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot. And now I love her. I have another one of her. I have another one that's in the box, and I have another one that's coming on the way. So I will actually start having 4 of her. And so I'm very happy about that. But yeah, it took me a while. And I know they're not for everybody, but I'll tell you, I think she's so adorable. And orange is her color, but I dressed her in this handmade yellow outfit. I took photos of her, I think, for one of my doll groups, and I think it's super, super cute. And these are a pair of Maple Leaf shoes right here. So yeah, but yeah, warmed up. She's great. I love her. Okay, question 4. A doll that I'm thinking of rehoming. Well, I have a lot of them. I've been rehoming, selling my Barbies, donating. Anyway, the one I'm going to talk about today is a Disney limited edition doll, and it is Cruella. And I'll tell you why. She's great. They really did a wonderful job. I think they came so close to getting the actress right. Her name is Emma something, right? I'm terrible with names. I'm not going to pretend. And she's fantastic, and I'm still really thinking about if I'm going to, but more than likely I will. I am trying to limit my Disney doll collection to just a very, very few. I don't have a lot of them. They're not my number one dolls that I collect, but I am trying to just, make up space. And when you rehome dolls that are larger or take up a little more space like she does in her box, it's a little easier to make more space, right? Just to clear the space. She's beautiful, and I'm sure, I don't think I'm going to regret it, but she's cool. I love her. I've loved her for a long time. And that's one thing I want to mention about our doll collections. At least mine is fluid. That means they come in, they go out. They go in, and they stay in, and they stay in, and they stay in, and then they go out. So, I do have some anxiety about rehoming dolls because it's hard. But it's easy when you get rid of the ones that you're like, yeah, that was an impulse buy, or, I never really connected. So she was a great buy. I enjoyed her. I had her for a few years, and now I'm going to find her another home where somebody appreciates her much more than I do. Okay, let's see. Question 5. A doll you associate with a fond memory. So this is actually pretty fun. I like this because I do have a special doll in my collection, and it is this Dakara Jenny. And she was just, a regular playline. She's made in Japan. She's an older doll, and I believe I got her in the early 90s. And what I find what's the great memory is that when my son was a little boy, we used to play dolls together, and this was the doll that I played with. I would let him play with her, and she was dressed to go on hikes because we always like to hike, so she would go on hikes. He even brought her down to the beach, and he was playing with her, right by the beach, the shoreline, and I'm like thinking, don't lose the doll. Of course, I'm, keeping an eye on my son. I'm just kidding, but I was like, yeah, we'll clean her up. They're easy to rinse off and get the salt off. But so she's been in a bikini, and she stays in this. So one day, this doll is going to be back in my son's collection. Well, he doesn't collect dolls, but hopefully he'll love her, or at least give her to one of his daughters. So anyway, she's staying in my collection for now. But yes, this is Dakara Jenny. Absolutely love her. Love Dakara Jenny so much. Okay, question 6. A doll with a flaw. Well, I have a couple of dolls with flaws, but one of the biggest flaws right here is an Our Generation doll. Her name is Jenny. She's a cook. I love her, but her leg popped out. Do you see that? It popped out. And, I was born bow-legged, but she's really bow-legged now. See, look at that. It's just really out there. And I have not been able to pop this in. It is such a kind of a mess. You can see here that plastic goes all the way down. They're not restrung like American Girl dolls or Maple Leaf dolls. So she sits on the top, even I can't even pop it in to stay in. I mean, it stays in a little and then it goes out. She's such a pretty doll. I love her. And the reason I love her is because Our Generation doesn't have a lot of dolls that are blonde hair and green eyes, and she has super, super green eyes. Let me see. I might just take my phone off the cradle there so you can see. They're very intense. They're very beautiful. So, yeah. Anyway, I could probably pop her head off and put her on another donor body at some point. But for right now, she sits on top of one of my bookshelves, and that's good with me. But yeah, that's a big flaw. Anyway. Okay, question 7. A secondhand doll. I guess a secondhand doll that I received. I don't know. I've got a lot of secondhand dolls. The majority of my doll collection are secondhand, right? They're pre-loved. The one I wanted to show, I can't right now because she's been boxed up. She's a vintage Barbie doll friend named Stacy from England. I think Stacy was from England. And she actually, one of my sisters gave her to me. She has her hair cut, but it looks really cute. She's platinum. She's a twist and turn, and I'm not going to keep describing her because I don't have her. But she's boxed away, so she's not convenient is what I mean. One day I'll have her back out on the shelf. But a secondhand doll that I'm really proud to have in my collection, because she's very rare, is a first generation Alika doll, right? A Takara Alika doll. She would have been from around 1970. She's not like one of the earliest ones that I believe that came out in 67. So I'm going to say her age is anywhere from 68 to 70. And when I got her, she was in really, really bad shape. No, she doesn't look that great, but I'm telling you, she was just awful. Her hair was just a nest, just a rat's nest. Her face was really dirty. I cleaned her up as best I could, and then I redressed her. And I'm really proud to have her because these dolls, when they're minty, are quite expensive. I've seen them go for close to $1,000. So this one, obviously, I got her. I don't even think people realized she was like a number one, or just that she was in such bad condition. I did get her on Bai, which is an auction site for Japan. And so it's like, one of the intermediate buyers, like we do for eBay in the United States. I think eBay does that worldwide, where, you sell it and then there's a second party that gets the doll and ships it out to another country or whatever. And I'm not talking just the post office. So anyway, so very, very proud to have Lika. She is awesome. And yeah, I feel very fortunate. Okay, on to the next question. Okay, question 8. A doll with a companion or accessory? All right, well, I have several dolls that came with at least accessories or companions. But one of them that I really love is this. She is Natasha. She is an our generation doll. She has the Rosilla face mold, and she is super, super cute. And here is her companion, Angel, that came with her. And one of the reasons that she's probably one of my favorite dolls that came with a pet is that they kind of look similar. Look at the hairstyle, right? I mean, if you look, it's so clever what our generation did here, right? Look what they did. Her hair is two-toned, right? So you've got this lighter brown, which sort of matches the color of Angel right here. And then she's got her darker, deep dark brown, almost black color hair. So really, really beautiful. And even like the eyes match, right? She's got brown eyes. Angel has brown eyes, right? Angel's got some white on her. You can see that Natasha here is wearing a white sweater. And even like they've got matching bows. Do you see that? Matching bows. That is so, so cute, right? And also, like I said, pink. This shirt's coming up in the back here. Let me fix that so you can see a little better here. She's showing her belly. But yeah, she comes with the pink shoes, and Angel comes with a pink and white leash. So they're a perfect match, in my opinion. Okay, question 9. A doll wearing your favorite color. Oh, this was easy. It is Maya Blue Sky. You might have thought, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you might have thought that she was the one that gets the most attention. And, well, she does. And it's because she's my comfort, right? She's my emotional support doll. Maya Blue Sky. She is just a combination of favorite for me. My favorite color is a purple. I like purple and I like black. But blues are a close second. So I have her dressed in various purple colors here you can see on this dress, and some blues. So I think it's perfect for her. And of course, she's got gorgeous purple hair. I'm happen to wear kind of like a lilac shirt here. So I do like purples and blues and even pinks. But my special favorite, not especial, my favorite is pastels. So the purples and the pinks and like the lavenders, those are my favorite, but definitely. So yes, she is my favorite comfort doll. She watches a lot of TV with me. She watches a lot of videos on autism, and because she's autistic and I'm autistic, so we're quite the pair. All right, and now on to the last question. All right, last question is question 10. A doll you changed up or customized? All right, well, it is a Kaya that I have, okay? I didn't really do a whole lot with her. When I got her on the secondhand market, she did not have a wig on. She had her wig taken off. I guess the person that sold it wanted to have her wig. So I got her another wig. I got it on, I don't know if this, I think I found it on eBay actually, so I don't know what the brand is, but it's super, super cute. It's got pigtails. Oops, she's falling. And it's a little mussed up right now, but I like it because it's kind of like, I can see that my particular Kaya here, she's modern. I have 2 modern Kayas. Actually, I have a lot of modern Kayas. But she, you know, she's been busy out in the woods. You know, she likes to collect things. She's like me. She likes to collect little rocks, and she'll put them in here. She's got no rocks right now, so her and I are going to have to go out and get some rocks. You never know what treasures you're going to find. But yeah, I would like to customize some dolls. I have a couple of our generation dolls that I got for like $2 or $3 from the flea market, and they need some work, right? So I thought that they would be fun, and I do plan on doing a little bit of makeup work with some watercolor pencils. I've been watching some videos, and I believe that I can do it. So I want to try my luck at that, and I'm hoping that's something that I'm going to be doing during the winter time when I'm not outdoors as much, and I'm, you know, kind of itching for something to do. But yes, this wig looks super, super cute on her, and she is modeling the Every Child Matters. This was a t-shirt that I have got last year from Maple Leaf, and I don't know if they sell them anymore. I think I might have one more of these t-shirts, but I do really like this modern day Kaya to wear that. So anyway, so yeah, that is it for my video today, and I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry about all the stops, and it was probably actually a really quick video. You know, sometimes that's okay. I know that Displaying just put a video out on some of the dolls that he's selling, and I know I'm going to be doing the same. I mean, there's a lot of dolls I'm not going to do videos on because I got tons of them, and it just doesn't really, it's quick and done and whatever. But that is a future video I am planning. I can't say that it's going to be right away, but I do have some more videos coming up, and I hope you'll join me again. So everybody, have a great day. If you haven't already, please subscribe and also give me a thumbs up because it really helps with the algorithm. And the more viewers I get, when I get to 1,000, I am going to have a community Ask Me Anything question, and you might get an answer. All right, so I will talk to you again later. Bye.